Hello there. I have already discussed what are strings, and there are 47 associated methods with strings, out of which I have discussed 27 which are most frequently used. What are lists, how do we create lists, and all the 11 methods that are associated with lists. If you have not watched those videos, I will give the link of the playlist into the description. You can go and watch it over there. And might also have observed in those videos that I have accessed one element from string or list. But the $1,000,000 question here is that what if I want to extract more than one element? For example, if I have to extract one element from this string and one element from the list L1, we can very easily do like this: python slicing.py. I am running here. You see this line number 5, it is giving me the very first element, that is uppercase H, and line number 6, it is giving me the first element of list L1. Question here is that how we do access a sequence of elements, not just one individual element from either a string, a list, or in fact tuples as well. How do we extract a sequence of elements? For example, if I want to extract HELL, hell, okay, bad choice, but still, how do we extract? Simple and easy. How do we extract 10, 20 and 30 out of list L2? And here comes list slicing or string slicing to our rescue. The methodology for both of them are very same. So I am going to write all these codes into VS Code Studio. Maybe if you are using Python IDLE or Jupyter Notebook, all this should be working fine there as well. So without further ado, let's jump into this coding part. As I said earlier, in order to access a sequence of elements, we have to use slicing. The index for slicing is, you start with the name of the list or string. Okay, I am going to start here with the string, then the square brackets just like you use while creating the list. Then you give the start point. Let's write here a start point, then a colon, end point, then a colon, and the step value. This is how we do it. Let me make it a comment and let's check some example. For example, if I want to access HELLO, so here the first element is uppercase H, second element is E in lowercase, third element is L, then again L at fourth position, and O. And these positions are called indexes. The position at which a particular element is in a list, in a string, or in a tuple, it is called index. And indexes in Python, they do not start with 1, they start with 0. So H is at index 0, that is position 1 or position 0 you can say. E is at index 1, this L is at index 2. Background, let us start writing our first slice code. I am going to write here S, that is the name of the string. A starting point, I am giving it 0, and I have to, let us say I have to print till O. So H at 0, E at 1, this L at 2, this L at 3, and this O at 4. Now I have given it. Let me run the program. Wow, hell, bad choice, but let us go with it. Why it is printing only till L, not O? So what happens here is that the start index is 0, end index is always exclusive of that particular index. So if you have to print till or extract the data till index 4 for example, then you have to give here the end index as 1, as 5, not 1. So end index must be plus 1 than your desired end index. If your end index is going to be, let us say for example 7, then you have to give here plus 1, that is 8. Now if I make it 5, then it is going to print me correctly here. Here you see. Now another aspect that I wanted to tell you here is that regarding the step value, what happens if I give the step value here 2? By default step value is 1. If I give 2, then it will start printing every alternate element. Let us see. Here you see, first is capital H or H in uppercase, then it has skipped E and printed one L, then skipped second L, and then it has printed O. So this way it is going to skip or print just every alternate character. By default the start point is 0, end point is the end of the list or string or tuple, and step value is set to 1. If I come to list L2 and do something like this 0 1 and here, but before that let us print how the list is. If I simply print list L2, let us clear the terminal and quickly run the program. This is our original list 10 20 30 40 50 60 70. Now here I am saying start from 0 index, go till index number 5, 0 1 2 3 sorry 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. 5 means it is going to extract up to -1 index, that is up to here. This is the way it is working, and then it is skipping next element, so it is giving me every alternate element. One thing that you must remember is that, in fact two things, all of these three parameters are optional. You may want to skip any of them. So oops, what did I do here? If I simply write here L2, I have skipped everything. It is effectively going to print me the whole list. You see here, it is printing me the whole list. What if I start from 0 and omit everything else? Again the very same thing. It is going to print me the whole list. What if I just give here the end value? Let us say I give here 5. A start value null and end value is 5, index number 5. Here you see. So it is going to start from index 0 and print will up to effectively index 4. Not only that, Python has got a concept of negative index as well. So 10 is at 0, 20 is at 1. Similarly from here if we start, 70 is at -1, 60 is at -2, 50 is at -3. Likewise, let me go to Excel. I have written this here and probably I can show it to you in better way. So here if you see hello world, that was our string S. If I write here, this is our list L1 and this is our list L2. You can see here only difference here is that negative index, it does not start with 0, instead it starts with -1, but the rules are same. So if I have to print out 70 60 50 60 70, again the same thing. I need to come back here and let me make it a comment. Print L2, I have to print 50 60 and 70. So what is my negative index? It is -3. I am writing here -3 because I have to go till the end of the list. I will leave the end index as it is and I will not supply anything and I will simply run it. Here you see 50 60 70 it has produced. What if I have to just want to extract 40 50 and 60? We can change that. Let me make it a comment. Print L2, 40 is at -4, so I am writing -4. I have to print till 60, so I have to use -1 as the end index, -1, and it is going to print me, yes, 40 50 60. So second thing that I was saying earlier, that just remember one thing, that a start index must be must be a smaller number, and end index must be higher than the start index. Now what happens if we try to do something silly, like if I say print L2 and what I say is that 3 1. I am doing just opposite of what I said. Start index is higher and end index is lower. Let us see. We are getting an empty list here, so Python is not going to return us anything. Similarly, what if I give a step value which is higher than or more than the length of the entire list? So for example, if I say start with 0, go till 5, and as you can see here, our list is of length 7, and I give here 10, step value as 10. What happens here? Let us see it ourselves. It is going to give me just the first element here. So now we have covered both positive indexing, positive indexes, negative indexes, and positive slicing and negative slicing. And one of the last thing, one of the simplest way to reverse a list is to use the negative slicing. If I have to print the entire list into a reverse order, what I do is that I give here this. A start index is nothing, null value, I am just supplying nothing. End, for end I am supplying nothing, but the step value I am giving as -1. So let me put here something like this. Original list, this, and let us come over here and print something like this. Reverse list, this. Now let us run this program. Clear the terminal. Here you see, this was our original list 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and here it is the reverse list. I am giving no parameter for a start point or the end point, but the step value is a -1. It means that go from start of the list till the end of the list, but -1 means that you go through it in the reverse order, not in the ascending order, but you start from the end point and go till the first point, and this is the way the list gets reversed. So this is the easiest way to reverse a list. So this was all about Python indexing and slicing. I have tried to cover all the aspects in a very simple and crisp manner. So if you find this video useful, consider giving it a like and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel. Till then, happy coding.